Welcome back to Free My Mind. This is the How Am I Really self reflection journal. This is day 4. If you have not been caught up, there are 3 days in a row. So definitely catch up, check out those questions. You can journal it by pen or digital journals. A lot of people journal digitally now. So, yeah, definitely go back if you missed the first 3 and check those questions, answer them, and let us know what your answer was. I know yesterday, I said I was going to try something different. Yesterday, which was day 3, I added an affirmation, excuse me, which I enjoyed. Um, did the affirmation, said it 3 times, then read the journaling question. And again, today, this one also has a 2-part question. So this time, instead of just reading the question and giving my answer and then hopping into the next question, I want to do the affirmation, say and then answer the first question. Do that same affirmation again 3 times. Then answer the second question, and then the affirmation once more at the end. I do believe in 3, so I do believe that will be much better. I was gonna add sound, but I think I'll do that probably day 6. I think that's more appropriate. Day 6. So let's get into the affirmation. If you do not know, the affirmations are um, from a set that I did purchase off of TikTok Shop, and it is called Affirmations for Alpha Males. Um, if you follow me on TikTok, there's always a link. Scroll down to the videos and click on it and go ahead and purchase you a box. But we will say it 3 times, then get into the first question. I did not wake up today to be average. I did not wake up today to be average. I did not wake up today to be average. I like that. That's fine too. Yesterday's affirmation was pretty good, but this one here, I wake up today. I did not wake up today to be average. Every day I wake up expecting to be a better version than the version I was yesterday or 5 minutes prior. So that really resonates with me. I don't ever wake up expecting to be average. I expect to be again a better me, a better version of myself. I, I expect me to be above average than I was yesterday, or above average than I was 20 seconds ago. So my level up is never ending. That's what keeps me going. Let's get into the first question. Is my current behavior consistent with my idea of my best self? Is my current behavior consistent with my idea of my best self? I can answer that easily. For me, absolutely yes. I have had to restructure my own behavior and things like that. So, yeah, my behavior is definitely extremely consistent with my idea of my best self, because when I am pretty consistent, I can maintain without me kind of falling off on, any of my day-to-day activities, or, just keeping me up up to par where I feel like I need to be. So if I do not act correctly, I will fall off. I might get a little anxious, or, I might even get a slight attitude with myself, because I am aware, of course, that my activities and the things that I'm doing and the way that I am acting is not, you know, my idea of my best self. Like, I know I can do better at a lot of things. So I try to avoid that part of the feeling of knowing I could have done better. Because when I feel like I knew I could have done better, then it puts me in this mind space to where I'm thinking like, now you knew, I beat myself up about it. You knew that you could have did this, you knew you could have, done better. But I don't like to feel like that. I don't like to beat myself down like that, because, it makes me wonder, like, why didn't you? And I can't kind of go backwards and again down myself if I'm trying to make sure that I keep myself elevated at its highest, at my highest point. So I am, and always, I'm not gonna say always, but the majority of the time I am making sure that my behavior is very consistent with my idea and my version of my best self. I truly believe we all are, we're always going to have a better version of ourselves. So, why not make every second and every minute, every hour, every day a better version of yourself? So that is my answer for the first part, first time in short. Let's go back into that affirmation. I did not wake up today to be average. I did not wake up today to be average. I did not wake up today to be average. Never. I might be playing Jane because that's my choice, but I ain't never. I'm not average. I'm me, of course. All right, let's get into that second part of this journal entry. What limiting beliefs are keeping me from reaching my true potential? What limiting beliefs are keeping me from reaching my true potential? Mm, limiting beliefs. I think that some of my some of those beliefs are me basically thinking that I have to play by certain people's rules. Um, being nice, in certain situations instead of putting my foot down, being very stern in what I believe in. And I tend to do that because I like to normally, I guess give people some kind of grace, or just be nice and kind, even though everybody doesn't deserve, that type of energy. Um, I've gotten to the point to now though, I'm kind of like, I'm not saying that I'm, being like a bully in a bad way, but more demanding and, you know, putting my foot down like this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be, this is what I'm coming for. Now let's do this right so that I can get whatever it is or accomplish whatever it is. Because when you have doubt in something that you're doing, then you give room for error. And I'm done giving room for error. I'm stopping the errors and making sure what is right and what is wrong needs to be corrected. So I think those are the only limiting beliefs that I can think of. My biggest thing was always, again, feeling like I have to be super cordial and kind and all these great things. But I've also learned that I can be that and still be, you know, very stern and put my foot down and all that. I can still do that with kindness because I think I'm slick like that. So, yeah, I can politely cut someone out and they just take that and really run with it and take real offense to it when I'm not being offensive at all. So, let's do that last affirmation again. And remember to make sure you're journaling your way. Try to stay on this. Why do I keep forgetting? 70 days. Yes, this 70-day journey. Most time it's a 30-day or 60 days, but for me, I'm going to commit to the full 70. So I got this. We got this. All right. Do that affirmation one more time to close it out. I did not wake up today to be average. I did not wake up today to be average. I did not wake up today to be average. Mm-mm. And that completes this one. And as I always say, free my mind because this world is fucked up.